A new summer is upon us, which means the rumor mill for the Edmonton Oilers is in full effect. This also means 95% of the stuff you're reading online is fake. Yet, each year you continue to do it. Why? Because speculation is fun. That's all I do in the summer, to be honest. What if the Oilers were able to get this guy and get rid of this guy? What if this big fish free agent took a discount to play 1 year with Connor or Leon? We're all guilty of it, but the truth is, the Oilers are in tight this offseason. The Oilers currently have just under $12 million in projected cap space. But one rumor that has been trending over the last couple of days, which is very true, and I'm surprised nothing has been announced yet, but pending UFA, Trent Frederic looks to commit here long term with an estimated AAV of just under $4 million. And then you've got the big guy, Evan Bouchard, who's looking to sign anywhere from $10 to $11 million, whether you like it or not. And just like that, all the money you had is gone. There's a lot of things the Oilers need to do, and there's a lot of things that I would like to see the Oilers do. And I'm sorry I'm just getting to it now, but let's address the elephant in the room. Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard. The Oilers have been to back-to-back Cup finals in the last 2 years with this tandem. But could you imagine what would have happened if the Oilers had a legit bona fide number one? You look at all the great teams over the past decade. Crosby had Fleury, Ovechkin had Holtby, Stamkos had Vasilevsky, Kopitar had Quick, Chara had Thomas, Taves had Crawford, and Sasha Barkov had Bobrovsky. But no, Connor McDavid gets Stuart Skinner and or Calvin Pickard. Depends on who lost the crease the night before. But can you see the point I'm getting at? It's a new year and the same conversation we're having in what's going to be Connor McDavid's 11th year in the NHL. And the Oilers have still been unable to get anyone to lock down their crease. That's an issue. It's pathetic, and quite frankly, it's embarrassing.
He's a fan of the game. He's a fan of the Oilers. He's a local boy, and he's thriving in the Oilers organization. A goaltender thriving in the Oilers organization. That is the first time I've ever said that in my entire life because, oh my God, well, you know why. Because the Oilers have had shit goaltending for my entire life and it sucks, but things are changing and man, it is just so nice.
Ugh. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode right here on Above Average. I'm YouTube Trev. Thank you for clicking on this video, and we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk Calvin Pickard. We're going to talk Stuart Skinner. Is this the tandem going forward? I don't think so. If you think so, drop a comment down below because I do interact with every single comment in the comment section. It's actually a sponsored segment of this video brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca, where I highlight the most liked comment in my previous video, so stay till the end to see that. And yeah, write something funny, write something, smart. If it gets the most likes, I'll be giving it a shout out in the next video. So there's a lot to discuss, and man, it's so frustrating because I'm not even joking. I was feeling it. I was getting triggered reading this. It's ridiculous that Connor McDavid, like I just said, what's going to be year 11, has yet to have someone who's locked down the crease for more than 1 year. And I don't want to hear you guys say, oh, Cam Talbot, he was good for that 1 year. Yeah, he was good for that 1 year, and then what happened? It was just terrible. And then you got Mike Smith. That might be the best. Has Mike Smith been the best Oiler while McDavid has been an Oiler? Or best Oilers goalie while McDavid has been a part of the team? I think so, which is just so sad because that was Like he's retiring. Those are his last years in the NHL. We're with the Oilers. That wasn't even prime Mike Smith. That was like maybe like a shadow. He was a shadow of himself when he was here, and he was okay. But I mean, the same kind of thing happened. Like he was not clutch in the playoffs. He got swept. The Oilers got swept when he was in by the freaking Winnipeg Jets, and then they lost to the Chicago Blackhawks as well with Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith. Are you kidding me? Like that's terrible. So the Oilers have a serious goaltending issue, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to list out a few free agents. Would you like to see them go for these guys? Because that's another thing about this video, guys. It's the sad truth. There is no one out there that really appeals to me, that really just makes me, oh, that might work. That might be good. Yeah, you know what? He might be good in the orange and blue. I like that. No, there is no one. As far as free agents go, there is absolutely no one. You're pretty much getting Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard 2.0s, which is not what you need because that's what you've had the last freaking the 10 years. It's got to stop. It absolutely has to stop. You know, if McDavid never wins a cup, the biggest thing that would be talked about was, he never had a goalie. But it's honest to God truth. And since I've been watching the Oilers, you know, that's my team since I've been cheering for them my entire life. You know who I've got to watch as the Oilers goalie? Like Devin Dubnyk. He was probably, you know, the best thing I saw. Maybe Nikolai Habibulin. That was when I was really young. I saw 1 year of Rolly the goalie, Dwayne Rolison. But I'm not even joking. It's been a freaking a rotating door of goalies coming in, sucking, and then leaving. And don't get me started with Jack Campbell. Don't. I'm not here for it. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I am pretty flustered. Like the Oilers do have a serious issue in goaltending, and they need to address it. It's going to be tough, but you cannot go back to back. You cannot go back into the playoffs with this tandem. I have no confidence with this tandem going there. And it's the truth, and the truth hurts. Like, I'm sorry, they've done it twice. You know, if you go at it another go, you're going to be like the Toronto Maple Leafs and just trust in John Tavares, Mitch Marner, Austin Matthews, and Nylander. No, it was next year. We really believe in this group, but next year it's going to do it. Oh, okay, same thing happens. No, next year we're going to do it. No, I don't know. A change needs to happen. It needs to happen right now because you don't want that. You don't want that, and so. Yeah, no, the Oilers, they absolutely have to do something. So let's list off. Who's out there, Trev? Who's out there? Oh, yeah, if you like what you're watching, leave a like and subscribe. And thanks for all the continued support. But who's out there? Oh, well, first one at the top of this list, Robin Leonard. Yeah, who the hell are you? You got Cal Peterson. Yeah, I don't think so. Ville Husso. Ville who? Yeah, no, that's also not happened. You got Vitek Vanacek. You got Alexander Gorgiev. You got Anton Forsberg. You got Daniel Vladar. You got Ilya Samsonov. James Reimer. Capo Kakinen. David Riddick. Big save Dave. Like, this is the market right now. So, I'm sorry. I know that was quick. I was just labeling a few players there, but that's what I'm getting at. Do any of those guys, like, really pique your interest? Oh, yeah, Robin Leonard. He might be good. Yeah. Oh. Jake Allen. Like I saw people like it was, I know I wouldn't say it was trending on Twitter, but people were like, "No, this might be the guy." Are you kidding me? Jake Allen? You think Jake Allen is going to fix the Oilers' problems? Oh my God. Yeah. So the Oilers. I mean, good luck, Stan Bowman. Good luck. I do not envy your situation, but unfortunately, it's dumb GMs prior to you. Not looking at you, Kenny Holland. You actually did really good. I'm looking at you, Pete. You done screwed this team up, Pete. You done screwed up McDavid's legacy, Pete. You idiot. I never liked you. So that's what it's looking like, and I'm sorry. I'll calm down now, but I'm being serious, guys. Like it's pretty embarrassing. Like you have yet 10 years into McDavid's career. And you cannot, like, I'm not convinced that any goalie I've seen in the Oilers net was a top 10 goalie, was a legit starter. Like, even Mike Smith, when he was, the Oilers number one, if you will, he's pretty fringe number one. You'd say maybe 1B. Like, I think he would have been an awesome backup, but like he was nothing special, man. He really, really wasn't. And that's what's holding this team back. I honestly, and I list off all those teams, Ovechkin, Crosby, like they all had amazing goaltenders. Or even just goalies that peaked at the right time. And this is where I don't fault Stu because next year was probably going to be his first big year in the show, you know, but again, you sign Jack Campbell, you give him, you know, it was a good year by Campbell, but you jumped the gun. You should never sign a goalie. I'm sorry, but I would never sign a goalie more than $5 million or more than 5 years, just because you really don't know. Goalies, it's the weirdest thing in sports, especially, I don't know how it is in other sports, but I just know hockey. And some days, some years, the goalie is just awesome, and then nothing really changes, and then they're not really good, and then they're good again. It's hard to get a read on what makes a good goalie, and finding consistent goalies. It really is. It is a challenge. So there is that. I don't fault them in that department. I fault them in the fact that they have had assets before, they have had money before, and they've failed to at least attempt to get someone you can say, confidently say, yeah, he's a number one. I'm sorry. With Jack Campbell, that was kind of a one-off year. It was a one-off year, and that's exactly what I just said. Some goalies just have really good years, and that's what that was. You know, they didn't go for any starters. They didn't go for the Linus Ullmarks of the world. You know, they didn't try to make a trade. They didn't try to make a trade for any starting goalie, legit goalie. And now you're just so against the cap that you can't really afford to do any of those options. And you have no assets. So it's you know, I think I said the title of this video is The Honest Truth About the Oilers goaltending situation. Yeah, it sucks. The Oilers are going to be screwed. They really, really are. And I do not envy Stan Bowman's situation, what he's going to do at his season-ending media thing that he did, Avail. He said goaltending and forward groups, forwards is kind of what I'm going to look at. That's where I'd like to address. So it looks like the defense is good for the most part going to be intact. They're probably going to have to, I know John Klingberg's done here, but so you got that to look forward to. They're going to try to attempt to do something, but you can't go for the Ukko-Pekka Luukkonens of the world. You can't go for these players, Philip Gustafsson. Like, I know his name was brought up as well. If you are serious about getting a number one goalie, you got to be serious. And you actually have to go make an attempt to get a number one goalie. No more of this, can he be a number one? You cannot afford it. I get taking risk in the first 5 years of McDavid's career in the NHL, but you simply cannot afford to screw up any further with these dumb signings or trades. You are running out of assets, and more importantly, you are running out of time. It's the honest to God truth. So, players that I'd like to see the Oilers go for if they were actually serious in making a trade. The one that I saw out there was, there's 3 that have kind of piqued my interest, but I don't know how the Oilers are going to do it. There's only 3. Jordan Binnington, you saw in Four Nations, he still got it. He made some great saves in the overtime there. He was pretty good in the playoffs this year too. Does he look nervous? Well, there's your answer. Yeah, he's got ice in his veins. I like Jordan Binnington. Yeah, I don't know. He's a little bit of a goofball on the ice. I don't mind that. Okay, so can the Oilers get it done? I doubt it. Is Doug Armstrong going to want to jump ship from Jordan Binnington? Why would he? You know, the Oilers would have to give up so much. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm listing off these goalie suggestions because I'd like to see them do it, but the chances are it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The Oilers just don't have the assets. And why would these teams trade goalies? Because they're contending teams. They're playoff teams. So they're in tough. Then you've got Jeremy Swayman, who just locked up big time this year. He was not the greatest, but neither were the Boston Bruins, and I think if you put a good team in front of him, he'll be good. So there's Jeremy Swayman. I think he is actually a really good goalie. I think he's a number one. You can't deny that he's not a number one. He just had an off year. So did the whole Boston Bruins. And then lastly, the one I'm serious and considering, and I just feel like this might happen, Thatcher Demko. I don't know, just a hunch, just a sense. But again, he's got 1 year left on his contract, coming at $5 million, so money in, money out. I think he's awesome. When he's on, he's on. He's injury riddled though. He is just banged up. He had one of the weirdest injuries, the first ever recorded NHL injury that he had. He was the first player to ever have that injury in the NHL's history, which is kind of interesting. It's very common amongst soccer players, but I thought that was a fascinating read when I saw that. So Thatcher Demko, I think he's clutch. I think he's a great goalie. His highlight reel is up there with some of the best. I like that Thatcher Demko a lot. Sick name too. I think that bodes well, and that goes a long way with goalies. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, that's it. Good luck. Good luck, Stan Bowman. Are you going to try and get those? I don't know, but you have to try something, and I'm not confident with this tandem going forward. I've seen enough. I've seen 2 years of it. That's all I need to see. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Drop a comment in the comment section down below. Thanks for all the continued support. Man, I've been rambling for 16 minutes. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. But without further ado, it is that time of the video brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca. You see this clock? It's a nice clock. You want this clock? Go check them out. www.timetrackers.ca. They got big clocks. They got medium-sized clocks, small clocks, whatever you want. They work around the clock for you. So again, www.timetrackers.ca. Go check them out. Okay, and the most liked comment in my previous video, it was the real reason why the Oilers lost to Florida again. Shout out to Ian Schaefer 6442. It must be very hard to give Panthers credit. They shut down McDavid. They shut McDavid down. Sorry, that's what he said. 45 likes on that bad boy. Let's see if we can get at least 60, maybe 70, 80 likes in this one. Would really, really appreciate it, guys. And thanks for all the continued support. You guys have been awesome. Lots of content coming away this summer. Working on a few pretty cool videos, so stay tuned for those. Thank you for everything. And yeah, really, really appreciate it. But with all that on, do you guys like this stash? I think I'm going to grow it out for a little longer, honestly. I was getting annoyed of it. People were looking at me in public. They were like, oh, what's that? But no, I actually love this bad boy, so I think it's staying. So take her easy, guys. I will see you in the next one. Don't be average when you can be above average. Peace.